Hey guys, it's Liz. I recorded this audio later than when I recorded the video just because the audio that I originally made with it was pretty boring. So I decided that I was just going to hang out with my microphone and just sort of talk to you guys like I'm making my own podcast or something. Um, Everything sort of went wrong on my way trying to make this video. First, I woke up early just to get my day started so I can go ahead and do all the work that I had planned. And then I get a call from work asking, hey, do you want to work just this tiny little 6.5 hour shift? So just until 4 o'clock. I'm like, yeah, I can do that as long as I get off on time. So I do my job, and it's fine. It's just distracting me from my original plans, which is okay, but yeah, I got to work with someone that I actually really enjoy working with. I don't have a lot of coworkers that I can laugh with, I guess. I'm not that close with a lot of my coworkers, and if I was closer to the station that she came from, then I would definitely be working out of that one instead. But I'm stuck with, my partner for the most part. So I get back from work and I'm ready to record, but I remember, oh dang, I should post the video for today before I start recording the next one. So the first one gets posted just fine. It goes as smoothly as it should, and then I go to post the second one so that it's just ready for when it needs to air. And then turns out the last minute or so didn't render or anything. I'm not sure what happened there, but the last minute was gone. So that was something that I decided I was going to have to fix in the future. And then the next time I tried to record, my tablet's hotkeys suddenly stopped working. So I had to delete the driver and reinstall it, which was very fun. And by that time, I was just kind of out of it. So I took a shower and an Advil just to try to relax before I record, because I don't want to have uninteresting commentary. Maybe I'm not super concerned with my commentary being super energetic, but there is a certain quality that I can't get if I'm still stressed from work or any other activity, such as technical issues that I'm still trying to work through. But once I actually started with this piece, it wasn't super difficult to do. I was having some issues because I was using two different references, one for the face and one for the pose. So they kind of blended together a little strangely. I'm trying to get my eating habits in order. One of those things is intermittent fasting, where you have 8 hours to get your calories in and then 16 hours to not. And I accidentally had a mouthful of honey, like it just fell in my mouth at around 9:30. Well, maybe if I record the calories, I don't know how many tablespoons is a mouthful of honey. I'll have to look that one up. Another thing that I'm doing to fix my intake is to not drink beverages with sugar in it, including artificial sugars. So now I drink black coffee and water, and that's it. No alcohol, no diet soda, and it's sad. Black coffee is just like a really sad beverage. I think I have to be like a war-hardened hero for it to actually be something that I can drink on purpose. And maybe I'm getting there with all the COVID stuff, because I can feel it getting closer to my life personally. And there's just so much disagreeing with my coworkers as to how bad it actually is. It's really interesting. I picked a really interesting time to enter the medical field, for sure. If you have any ideas for books That would be super awesome. I'm a super huge fan of the self-improvement genre. I just finished You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero, and I kind of like her style of writing. I'm not sure if I'll read all, 8 books that she has written over the You Are a Badass series. I'm not sure how many she has, but I've definitely seen You Are a Badass, the yellow one, I believe, that you can just find at Barnes & Noble. I miss sitting in Barnes & Noble and just drinking a beverage and reading a book and then walking around reading random chapters of other books. I've gotten a lot of advice doing that. The 1,000 life lessons or something. That was a fun one because I used to go every week and then I would read one lesson, and that's not illegal because, no one's stopping me. As you can see right now, I'm having a little bit of trouble shading the face on this girl because I keep trying to do the darker shadows that are in the reference photo, but I'm having a hard time not making it look like 5 o'clock shadow. And I don't know if I totally execute it correctly in the end because it is like a really harsh shadow and I don't super understand how to fix it. I think I do blend it a little better later, so just hang tight. I promise. I promise it looks good in the end. The art style that I wanted to do was have really detailed skin tones with blocks of color for the clothing and hair. Maybe next time I won't do so for one or the other, like I'll just block out the clothes or just block out the hair. But I really do like emphasizing certain elements with detail and then having other parts not so detailed, I guess. I just think it looks really good as a modern art style. And it's really fun to play with and just learning how to emphasize different elements. I need to go back over the stuff that I learned from college because I have some interesting notes. I have a lot of interesting work that I might want to do over. A lot of my better work is my life drawing stuff, and I haven't done life drawing in a while, and it's not that I don't want to, it's just that I prefer the live models because I've done life drawing on like Croquet Cafe, and that's a really good tool for life drawing. It really is fun. I filled a sketchbook in a month with gesture drawings thanks to that website, and I would recommend it for anybody, especially if you're in an art block and you're just trying to do some studies, because they have the poses timed for you, but you can also, just pause the video and give your own timers because there are some poses that I really like and I would like to spend more time drawing it than what they give you. I think their poses range from, a minute to 10 minutes, but sometimes I like to range from, the sketchbook I'm talking about, it ranged from 10 seconds, 10 or 15 seconds, all the way up to 10 minutes. So I had a wide range of gesture drawings just to sort of loosen up and make sure that I was still producing work. So I would do, 10 gestures a day for 30 days, and I believe I had about 3 days to mess up, I guess, because because the way it was spaced out gave me several days of leeway, so that if I miss a day, I won't be too far behind. But yeah, this is the lesbian out of my June Pride. This is the first out of 4. I will be doing L, G, B, and T. And this is the L entry, obviously. And then next week you will see G. I hope I can find a reference by the time I need this posted, because I would love to not be scrambling to get this stuff done. I decided that I wanted to build up a backlog, and then I immediately posted all the content that I had, so now I'm back to where I started with just trying to keep up with myself and just trying to add enough content to keep my channel at a regular pace. I'm not sure if this is too incredibly meta of me, but whenever I edited the audio down, I ended up with only about 13 minutes, so we're just gonna keep talking for a while. I guess I'm talking to you like I'm updating a distant family member on my life. And I guess since I haven't posted YouTube videos since I was 12, I guess I am updating distant family members on my life. Due to COVID, I was collecting soda tabs, and I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna finally do the chainmail that I always wanted to. So I started working on my soda tab chainmail, and it didn't pan out the way I wanted it to. So I decided, well, I have all these soda cans now, thanks to friends and family that have donated them so I could collect the tabs myself. I decided I was going to do a project with those, and it did not turn out the way I wanted it to. I definitely made something, but one of the perks of doing it wasn't that I made something cool, it's that I realized all the other shit that I'd rather be doing, so I could do those things. In the time that it took me to finish that project, which was about, I want to say, a month, a little over a month, it took me to finish, I started a YouTube channel, I started a blog, I made content for those things, I designed my own art challenges, I got most of the way through the first art challenge. Yeah, I started doing a whole bunch of stuff while I was just sort of trudging through this one thing just because I could not stand to work on it. And I think that's very important if you're in an art block. If you're in an art block, you can definitely do something boring, because what that does is your imagination starts wandering. It's like when you're in a boring class and you're doodling in your notes because you would rather be doing anything else, and even though you were bored out of your mind, you did something cool. So I guess doing studies could help. Drawing things around your apartment. I know no one likes doing that, but no one likes not producing art when you call yourself an artist. And that's not to say that being in an art block makes you less of an artist. It's just that letting it take control of your life is a huge downside, because if you're trying to self-actualize, it is very important to exercise your creative inclinations. It's so important to nurture your creativity, especially now, because a lot of us are still staying inside, even though the country is reopening. It's just important to nurture hobbies and take care of them. And if you allow an art block to take control of that, then you are allowing your work to just sort of wither away and atrophy. And that's not fair to you, and that's not fair to future you either. So I really encourage you to look into ways to really invest in just making sure that you are performing self-actualizing activities. It's super duper important. But yeah, I think that is all for now. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like this sort of chill podcasty style of episode. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.